Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chicken Possible with Rewards Hunter, back with part 3 of the TOEM series. So this is the series where we unlock all of the achievements in this game for a bunch of extra Microsoft Rewards points. So I'm going to be breaking this guide up into 3 parts as usual, so you can use the 3 achievements that I'm going to show here for 3 different days for the Game Pass quest for earning an achievement in a Game Pass game. TOEM is, of course, on Game Pass, so we'll be taking advantage of this game. If you haven't watched parts 1 and 2 already, those will be linked in the description so you can get caught up and grab the achievements that we grabbed in the previous 2 parts. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the achievement tracker here. So you should be at 6 out of 48 achievements so far, and the very last achievement that we got in part 2 was the You Found Us achievement for finding a picture of the development team. So we're going to pick up from where we left off there in part 2, and we will just continue our adventure. And then we're going to start back inside of that same room, and on the desk you'll notice that there's a bell sitting there. So we're just going to move up to that and press A to interact with it and ring the bell. And then we will speak with I think he's a dog behind the desk there, and he'll give us a task. So that will be one of the tasks that we'll need to complete for this area. And then we're just going to head outside. And then we're going to take a left when we head out. And we're going to start taking just a couple of pictures in here. So there's a squirrel here, so make sure that you get a picture of the squirrel, and just remember that it needs to actually say the name of the squirrel or the animal or whatever you're taking a picture of at the bottom for most of these animal photos. And then if we move up to the little stairwell here, take out your camera and then look underneath the stairwell. You'll see this little flashing cube that's under here. So let's take a picture of that and say yes to save it to the album. And then a little sort of flashing light will appear, and then a mushroom will come up out of the ground, and this will be another building that we can actually go inside of. And we're going to do that now. So let's go inside the mushroom building, and we'll take a picture of a bug that's in here. This is called a tato bug. So make sure you get that picture of the tato bug. And then there's also a cowboy hat that's in this room. So go over to this little present, open that up, and that will get you that cowboy hat. And you may want to go ahead and put this on. I did not put it on, but we will need to do that in just a little while. So feel free to go ahead and equip that if you want to. If not, I will remind you. But let's head outside. And then we're going to move into the next area. Just go up those same set of stairs where you found the cube. And then we're going to move into the next area. And we're going to play a little hide-and-seek game here with this guy that's standing next to the tower. So say yes to play hide-and-seek with his friends. So we're going to move over to the tower, press A, and then we will be able to start zooming in and finding the friends. So just press Y to get your camera out. And the first friend that I'm going to find is right in the middle here. So just zoom in on that friend. And you don't actually have to take a picture. It should just automatically flag that friend. It'll do the little loading picture on that. The next friend is on the right. So let's take a look at that one. And the third friend is over on the left by the trees there. Just climbed up to the top of the tree. And then the fourth friend is right here in between the rocks. So after we've found them all, we have finished our first task. So we'll go ahead and press A to get a stamp right here. And then we need to take one more picture from the top of the tower. There is a suspicious character that's out in the woods here. So press Y one more time and zoom in over to the right, and you'll see this guy in a little coat that's over here that's looking kind of suspicious. So take his picture. It won't say his name or anything at the bottom of the picture, but just go ahead and save that to your album. We'll need that for a task in a little while. So let's press A to get down from the tower, and then we're going to head over to the left. And there will be a little cutscene here, and we're going to get some glasses from this character that will allow us to see ghosts. And you want to make sure that you say yes to equip the ghost glasses here. So make sure your character is wearing those. And then we want to take a picture of the dog that's here. This is one of the pets. So I think his name is Cero. So let's take a picture of Cero, the dog. He's wandering around, and make sure it says his name at the bottom of it. And now we should be seeing a horse ghost over here as long as you put the glasses on. Let's go talk to the horse ghost. And it says that it wants to see what it used to look like. So if you remember, we did take a picture of the horse inside of a building previously. So what we're going to do is just talk to the horse ghost again, and he will ask you to show him that picture. So just show him the picture of the horse that we took a picture of previously, and that will complete the task for that ghost. So we'll go ahead and press A to put our stamp down on our community card. And now we're going to go inside of this building, and we're going to talk to one more ghost that's in here that's sitting on the sofa. So just move up to that one and press A. And now we're going to go up the stairs inside here and go outside. And then there is a creature out here. There's a Tato fly that's out here. So make sure you get the Tato fly picture and that it says the name of the Tato fly at the bottom of it. All right, now we're going to head back quite a bit. We're going to go back to where we spotted that cube earlier. So just keep kind of retracing your steps and backing up. And we're going to go back over to where we saw that cube at the stairwell. And there's a game that's going on here now, and you can see the ghost that is hosting the game there. We couldn't see him previously, but let's go up to him and talk to him. And we're going to play the shell game, or in this game, what it's called is Socks in a Cup. We're trying to win a pair of socks. So just keep your eye on the socks as they move around, and you should be able to grab those. Unfortunately, you can't just choose the same cup that I'm looking at because it could be different on your game. So just keep your eye on the moving cup like you would in the real shell game, and you should be able to claim the socks. And now, actually, we do need to keep playing this game, so just keep talking to him. He'll change it to a rock in a cup, and you can just follow along and find the rock. And it does get a little bit faster as he goes through. Each round kind of gets faster, but just keep your eye on it, and you should be able to grab it. And when the game completes, just make sure you kind of walk up to where that cup is before you press A. Don't just press A right in the middle. You need to either go to the left of the table or the right side of the table or the center of the table, depending upon where the rock ended up. So as you can see, it is getting just a little bit faster each time through, but hopefully you'll be able to finish this and complete this task for the ghost. So after you've completed that, you'll get the Cup Champion stamp, so you can stamp your card with that. And then we're gonna backtrack a little bit more, and we're gonna head all the way back to the guy that looked like a sock puppet on the outside of this building. So let's talk to him, and we've completed his task and retrieved one of his socks for him. And you'll see that after we do this, that he starts to kind of sparkle, and that means that his task is complete, and we should probably go ahead and take a picture of him. And actually, when we do that with this character, we're going to get an achievement for doing that. So let's press Y and take a picture of the sock puppet man, and then we'll get the Just a Sock achievement. So that is our day 1 achievement right there, and we got a lot of other activities finished along the way as we were working on that one. So we'll just go ahead and save and then return to the title screen. And then for our day 2 achievement, we're just going to continue our adventure. And this one's going to be quite a bit quicker than our day 1 achievement was, thank goodness. So we're going to move back here behind the house, and you'll see a gift box back here. Press A to open that up. And I did not equip this, but go ahead and equip it if you want to. If not, I'll remind you in just a little while when we need to do that for the day 3 achievement. So we're going to head back to the left and we're going to go all the way back to the ghost house. So go up the stairs again, and we need to find the ghost who initially gave us the glasses for the day 1 achievement. Just keep heading back towards the ghost house and you'll see that the guy outside is sparkling now. So let's go ahead and take a picture of him and we'll get our day 2 achievement, which is called Calmed Down. So it took him a little while to calm down after he got scared and ran out of the house, but he's calmed down now and he's got an achievement for us. So that's our day 2 achievement. So let's save and return to the title screen. And then our day 3 achievement is going to be a little bit longer. It's going to be about 11 minutes or so to finish up this section of content, but we'll get our achievement at the end of this section. So we're going to head back, and we're going to head back to the area where the sock puppet guy is, and we're going to go over to the right side of that area once we get back to the sock puppet guy. So just keep backtracking, and here we are in that area. So we haven't been over to the right of this area now, so let's go over that way, and we're going to get some items finished up over here, some different tasks and things. Now, if you move back to the right here between all of these trees, you'll see that there's another cube back here like there was on day 1. So take a picture of this cube, and this is going to open up another item that we can take a picture of, which is the pet rock. So you'll see the pet rock appear over there. So we're going to move over to that and take a picture of that. So we've got the pet rock, and it said the name at the bottom of the picture, so that's perfect. And now we're going to move up and talk to the scout leader who's up by the scout lodge up here. So he's going to give us a task, so let's say yes to this. And before we leave this area, let's go ahead and press Y and take a picture of this ladybug that's on the side of the scout lodge. That's one of our animals we need to get a picture of. And then we are going to head back down the steps and head to the right of this area. And we're going to take a picture of a beehive that's over here. So you'll see that to the left as you come through that entrance. And we'll just take a picture of the beehive, and it should say the name of it on this photograph. There's also a little cutout of a flower that's over here. So we're going to step up behind that and press A to stand in the cutout. And then we'll press Y to bring up our camera, and you'll see a monster has appeared since we're standing behind the cutout now. So make sure you get a good picture of this monster. It won't say the name of it at the bottom, but go ahead and save that to your album once you've got a good picture of it. And then we're going to press Y to flip the camera, and I found this to be a little finicky, but just press Y to flip the camera while you're standing here and try to get the flower to be sort of around your character's head, and you can move the camera around a little bit. You're sort of taking a selfie here, and just get it to where the flower is behind you, and then that should complete the become a flower task that we had. So we'll go ahead and stamp our card with that. And then we can press B. There's another item we want to take a picture of in this area. So let's press A and then Y to go over and take a picture of the mushrooms here. And that one won't say the name of the mushrooms either. And now we're going to take advantage of a couple of those clothing items. Let's head back to the back behind the slide and the trees here, and you'll see a bear bouncer back here, and he's preventing us from getting into this club area back here. So make sure that you have a couple of those items equipped. You can hit your menu button and then hit the right bumper to go over to the inventory of clothing items, and then make sure you have the cowboy hat and the foam finger equipped, that your character's wearing those. And if you've got both of those on, then you can press A to talk to the bear bouncer and he'll let you in. Or maybe he's a pug. He kind of looks like a pug now that I look at him a little bit more. I'm not sure. Some of these animals are kind of iffy. Let's go in here and we're going to press Y and select the DJ. We're going to try and take a picture of the reindeer DJ back here. that'll complete the paparazzi task for us. And we'll stamp our card, and we need to head back to the lodge area. Back where the Scoutmaster was. So we'll head back there. And you can take those items off if you want to. You don't need to keep the cowboy hat on and the foam finger on. So I took those off just to kind of clean my character up a little bit, but feel free to keep them on if you want to. So we'll keep heading back towards the lodge, and then we're going to take a picture of an axe that's over here. You'll see an axe stabbed into a stump that's here. It's a little bit tricky to see, but it's right there. And we'll take that picture and say yes to save it to our album. There are a couple other ones that we need to grab right here that will not say the names of the pictures. So let's get a picture of a tree and a rock. There's a tree and a rock right next to the lodge. So you can take individual pictures of these, one of the tree and then one of the rock. Again, they won't say the names, but that's all right. And then we're gonna head into this next area, and we need to talk to this guide that is right here. So just move up to him and press A. And he's got some photo challenges going on, so let's say yes to that. And then after we accept, then we'll press A to talk to him one more time, and he'll say he wants to see the pictures. So let's show him the pictures of the axe. And then he wants to see the picture of the tree as well. So let's show him that one. And then he wants to see the picture of the rock as well. So let's get that to him. And that will complete his task for us, and we'll be able to stamp our card. All right, let's move up to this trash can at the back, and we'll press A to talk to this camera that's in the trash. We'll say, huh, and just keep using the dialogue selections on the left side. That is generally what you want to do with any of these dialogue selections. So let's talk to it one more time, and he'll ask us to see the picture of the suspicious character. So hit your left trigger to go back to previous photos, and then select that photo that we took on day one of the suspicious guy in the hide and seek area. And now we are going to move up to the left and talk to a porcupine that's up here. So we'll talk to the porcupine and say that yes, we'll help him move the log. And before we go back and find all of his brothers, let's head down the stairs, and you'll see some ants down here. These can be a little tricky to get a picture of, but just kind of zoom in and make sure you get a good photo of them and that it actually says ant at the bottom. So we've added that to our list of different animals that we've taken a picture of. And now we're going to head back to the lodge. The first porcupine is on the top of the lodge, so I like to head over here by the staircase and then look up at the top of the lodge. And again, you don't have to take a picture of these, you just have to spot them. So that is the first of the 3 porcupine brothers that we need to spot. And then we're going to head back to the left here and go to the building where we took the horse picture before and where we rang the bell. So let's go inside this building, and there's actually a porcupine. The second porcupine brother is inside of here. So look over on the right side of the room, and you'll be able to spot him over here with your camera. So that's 2 out of 3 porcupine brothers that we're looking to get. Let's head back outside, and we need to go back to the information building that we basically started this area at in Oaklaville. So head back past the snail, and here's the information building. You'll see the porcupine on top, so let's spot him as well. And we are almost done with this section, and we're almost to our achievement. So now we need to head back to the porcupine. Before we do that, let's take a picture of these flowers that are by the information center here. We need to take some pictures of different kinds of flowers, so that is our first type right there. So we're heading all the way back to the porcupine guy, so take a right there, and then we're going to head back up the steps and go past the lodge and get back to the Porcupine Brothers section. So we've completed that task for them, so let's get our cards stamped. They'll move the log out of the way for us so that we can proceed into the next area, and that is where our achievement is going to be. Let's move in here and we'll talk to this bird character with the chef's hat first. And there's one other type of flower that you'll see over to the right of where we're standing right now. So let's take a picture of that type of flower. They look like little cubes on top. So get a good picture of those. This will help us with another task on a future day. So save that one, and then we'll press B, and we'll head up the hill, and by this little photo op sign right here, we're going to press Y and look over at the hotel that's across the way. And we'll take a picture of this and add it to our album, and this will get us the Day 3 achievement, which is called a Majestic Hotel. All right, so that is our Day 3 achievement. So I know a couple of those were a little bit longer for this week, but we've got a lot of little tasks to complete kind of along the way in this game that lead to future achievements. So those will help us out with some of our future achievements that we're going to grab in this game. But we did get 3 this week, so that is perfect. So that is pretty much it for part 3 of the TOEM series. I do release these every other week. I also release an achievement of the week every other week. And if you're looking for even more guides, I do release those to channel members who help to support at either the tier 1, 2, or 3 levels. So click on the join button if you're interested in finding out more about those guides and helping to get more of the daily Game Pass quest achievements finished up. So that's it for today. I hope to see you in a couple of weeks for part 4. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found that video helpful, please be sure to click the subscribe button here on YouTube and hit the bell for notifications. You can also find some helpful links in the description if you want to stay connected. Stay tuned for more Microsoft rewards and achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next one.